Hello, hello, and welcome back to something completely different. Um, I'm here trying my hand at Tetrio for my stream, and just as I'm looking through, it looks like somehow I can't tell if it's just the way the windows are laying, but it looks like I've managed to get. It looks like I've managed to hide the. Huh. Looks like I managed to hide the logo on the stream, so that's good. This is as much a test of this streaming as anything else to see if I'm going to be using this uh, in the future or not. So it'll be interesting to see how well that works. And while I'm at it, pardon me, let me pull up the chat here. Hello, everyone. This is a bit of a test stream. Please feel free to let me know if there are issues. Okay, it looks like that's saying it's working. In the meantime, um, I have been playing a whole bunch of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup lately, and that is still my game of choice to stream lately, because obviously it's one of the games that I have the most specific knowledge in, while still being unique. But that has left my competitive Tetris playing on the side for quite a while, and much as I think I'm a little out of practice, it wouldn't kill me to do a few more matches, I think. For those of you who don't know anything about competitive Tetris, I will happily try and expound a bit more, but for the moment, just enjoy watching it. Also, it looks like the title of the stream never changed, so we're going to have to go Tetrio. And hopefully that doesn't break it. We'll see if that works. Okay, so they've paired me against someone a little lower rank than me, but not a lot. That doesn't mean much. You can all go up and down very easily in rank. My opening 7 pieces does not show me a square, so I might not have stick spin. Yep, no stick spin. Wow, I'm rusty not to know an opening just off the bat. Normally I spend those first few seconds planning how I'm gonna drop my first bag. It looks like my opponent is going for a double wide push, which is fine. I need to be more aggressive next round if he's going to keep doing that to me. It's a good opening, but it's not terribly flexible. I mean, sorry, it's a flexible open, but it's not terribly fast, so... And he doesn't seem to be playing terribly fast, period. I need to stop screen peeking. As you can see, even with a good computer, I tend to keep my opponent's screen fairly small and in the background because I don't want to focus my attention to be how I'm doing relative to him. I'm not good enough to do that. I want to focus on myself for now. Good enough. Good enough. Eventually, when competing in Tetris, you do need to pay some attention to how your opponent's building so that you can counter effectively. But at least at first, the correct answer is always must go faster. Beating the hell out of him. That's good. Good T-spin. Continue. Let's get another T-spin here if possible. Not with that piece, it's not. Now we're set up. Follow up with a double. His stack looks like Swiss cheese. I love it. Well, it's interesting you say that. Yes, this is modern Tetris. So most people's introduction to modern Tetris used to be through Tetris Worlds, followed by, I want to say Tetris DS was pretty well played. It follows what's called the guidelines. Also, hi, Kegoro, good to see you. So, Guideline Tetris has a few important rules. Firstly, there's the hold piece. Second, which is obvious. Second is less obvious. It's the bag randomizer. The bag randomizer means instead of getting truly random pieces, you will always get one of each piece in order. Or sorry, you will always get sets of 7 pieces in order. So you're never going to have a drought of one particular piece type that lasts indefinitely. Yep, see, that time I just opened strong and knocked him out. So right now, if you look at my starting 5 pieces, you'll see that there's 5 different pieces. And if you pay attention, you'll notice that the next couple, all pieces are represented in my opening bag. And that pattern will continue consistently. They'll come in different orders, certainly. Adaptation is still required. Oh, I messed that up badly. And possibly lethally. Anyway, this is in stark contrast to the other very popular form of competitive Tetris, which is NES Tetris, I think they call it, or it's based on NES Tetris anyway, where it's true random. Actually, not even true random, it's punishing. It reduces the number of eyepieces, so slightly. So it's here, the biggest thing to focus on is pulling off massive double attacks, T-spins, combos, etc. And faster. Whereas with NES Tris, firstly, you don't get points for anything that isn't a Tetris. So that's the only way to score and the only way to make a difference. Secondly, there's no combat element. You're not dropping lines on each other. You're just trying for a highest score. Third, and perhaps most importantly, the focus of the game is survival, in my opinion. You can't if you can't rely on getting an eyepiece every 14 pieces or so, then you can't build your board in such a way that the only way to clear lines is with an eyepiece. If you do that, you're gonna paint yourself into a corner. So when a person who plays a lot of NES Tetris plays modern guideline Tetris, it's quote-unquote like playing on easy mode in a way, because, oh, I'm just guaranteed all those things that I normally struggle to make sure I can work without, right? But on the flip side, then they play in a highly conservative fashion that is not nearly fast enough to keep up with the brutal speed and aggression that you can get away with, nay, must employ if you're playing guideline competitive Tetris. So Tetris 99. Tetris 99 took the guideline rules for Tetris and added on top of that the Battle Royale. And it originated, I think at least, I don't know if Jastris did it first, how a Battle Royale would work in Tetris. And whether or not it was the first to it, in my opinion, it's the best at it. No, that was bad placement. All right, I need to just focus here and try not to die. No. I should have just cleared it. Anyway, in my opinion, the thing that did best was targeting. It created that badge system with targeting of opponents based on badges. And that is so far and away more interesting than just, did you survive the longest? It gives you an incentive to play more aggressively early on, where before it was just a matter of, how long can you tread water before other people tread it harder than you. So let's go over the difference between, as you said, 1v1 versus not 1v1. NES Tetris, you're never going to get double spiked the way I just did, because everybody else is fighting everybody else, right? Here, well, I got a good opener. So watch how fast I'm going to launch 20 lines. We're going to do this, 4. Or sorry, 2. 5. Doop. 6. There. Look at his screen. I killed him. Can you imagine being killed like that in Tetris 99 in 8 seconds? Because the best and the worst are separated by God knows how many players. But here, and even if they're not, there's also a line drop delay, right? like you're guaranteed X many seconds before trash hits. Here you can line cancel incoming trash, obviously, but that's about it. If you don't have a cancel ready to go, it's gonna land. It's not gonna wait for a minute to warm you up. And that means you can get spiked out really fast. Ah, misdrop city. That's fine. That's fine. So when I'm misdropping like this, one of the big things I've learned is to not panic and slow down, but to speed up. Because the more pieces I drop, the better I can correct it. Whereas if I'm planning for hours and thinking about getting out of it, my opponent has a chance to drop lines on me. And his lines are guaranteed to not help me get out of it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, now I'm dead. All right, all tied up 3-3. It's first to 5, so yeah, that particular opener. Oh, here I got it again. I'll do it again. If you're if you're not ready for it, that opening just kills you, man. All right, I don't have it this time, so I can't do it this time. I can do this though. Shoot, slowing down. Good enough. I will read your comment in a second. Right now, I have to not look away from the screen. Boom, baby. That's probably a spike out. Nope. This is a big reason why I've learned that I play better when I minimize the opponent's screen. Because if I could see his screen, I would totally stop right now to look at what he's doing to deal with the spike I just gave him. And I'm way better off just not looking and continuing to spike him over and over and over. There's the T-spin about to come. All right, let's see what is it. Yes. Yes, I'm so glad you said it. This is StarCraft. I know. How the hell can Tetris be StarCraft? But I'll tell you why Tetris can be StarCraft. Because you've got your rock, paper, scissors styles and countering all built right in to the format. And here, I'll just go into engine mode and show you. All right. This yellow, because you're... Actually, I should go into Zen mode. Because you are guaranteed to get one of each piece in your starting bag. Oh, I think I'm playing with auto trash on here. Yeah, let's just turn that off. Okay, because you're guaranteed to get one of each piece in your starting bag, you can look and decide what openings are possible and what openings aren't right off the bat. Let's turn off gravity. So, because I see that I have a yellow piece before S, T, and Z, I can guarantee that this particular combination is going to be possible. And if I know that's possible, then this becomes a guarantee as well. And this, some variation that allows me to stack these S, and you can't see the mouse. Oh, you can. These S and Z pieces in this fashion becomes possible. And from there, it's just a matter of setting everything up to do that, which is a huge amount of lines and trash to send at your opponent, which leaves your middle open. Now, even without that opening, there's the classic double T-spin opening, which is this. So notice how the first pieces were dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that rapidly. The next set builds up around it, but the most important part about it is this curve here. And that allows me to do the T-spin. Oh, I'm missing one piece. Hang on. There. And this overhang allows me to do the T-spin triple, T-spin double in sequence. So since I can do that now, 1, 2, and eventually for the finisher. I was one tile short, or I would have had, obviously, T-spins off all that. So Why is it important? Because another opener would be just to rapidly build a heavy stack like this. I am not doing it well, and I've made a lot of bad deep pits here. But that's kind of my point, which I'll get to in a second. It's fine. It's fine. This is not fine. This is bad. Did I just kill myself? Yeah, I just killed myself. And then launch a whole bunch of Tetrises all at once. The issue here is look how piece inefficient this opening is, right? This takes a lot of blocks to do very little damage. So if you see your opponent is going for something like that, you just shove them up over the top real quick and kill them. The more interesting opening is the 4 wide. So with 4 wide, you leave 1, 2, 3 pieces in this column. Exactly 3, mind you. And then you stack in only the space that remains. You can also, and actually should when you get better at the game, do this 4 wide in the center rather than in the edge, so that if you do get pushed up, it only pushes up your middle, which will become relevant. I'll show you why in a second. Okay, that's good enough. So now you should be able to launch a sequence of moves one after the other, not necessarily in perpetuity, but for a very long time. The problem is, of course, seeing how you're going to keep the chain going. Is this the right play? If I drop this, yes, this is fine. Because I can do this, this, and each subsequent clear gives you even more credit than the one before it, until eventually you're getting a Tetris worth of pieces with or trash with every drop. Or even more. Ta-da! Here's the thing. It doesn't look like a lot of trash, but that final clear is worth, I think, 6 lines. Just that one line I cleared is worth 6. So if you kind of stretch that out in your head, the first 6 to 8 are just to power up the chain firing, and then you're just dwarfing people in trash. Now, Tetrio specifically punishes that strategy by making it a multiplier effect instead of a straight lines effect. But on Tetris 99, that is by far the dominant strategy, in my opinion. Now, what is my point in saying all this? If you see your opponent is going for one of these openings or another, oh, and I can't do it, but the perfect clear opening is really good too, where you set yourself up to get a perfect clear and just insta launch 18 lines or 10 lines, 12 lines, whatever, up to like here. Well, depending what opening your opponent is going for, you can counter them. If you see that they're trying to build up a T-spin double up to here, you know they're going to take 3 full bags before they attack you. So you go for a perfect clear to kill them while they're still setting up, because you can do that in 2 full bags. Whereas if they're going for a stick spin, they're going to be able to attack as you go, so you go for something a little slower. And if you don't have any build order, and you don't have your build order planned, that's not to say you can't win. I mean, think StarCraft. You can win against a guy who's executing their build poorly, but you are setting yourself up at a disadvantage compared to people who are playing with a build order and using it well. So yeah, it's pretty involved. And I'm an S+ rank right now on Tetrio, which means that I have been playing it long enough and beating people long enough and hard enough to get to 80th percentile, give or take. But that's by no means a requirement or guaranteed. It's taken a long time to get here. All right, looks like we're ready for our next match. Oh, I forgot to say good luck. I do have an opener, or I don't. No, I don't have my classic opener here. So, sorry, my T-bone opener here. So I'm going to go for the classic start with this. Now, better players than me will make mincemeat of somebody using a opener like this. I haven't even gotten to the concept of trash style. If you drop a whole bunch of straight clears on people, like quads and stuff, you're sending them garbage that is more likely to be neatly organized and easy to clear. Which, you know, when they don't know how to do it is fine, but when they can just wait and then fire an eyepiece down the giant hole that you've given them means they'll just, you know, ping pong it right back to you. Nope, messed that up. So you're better served to do what this guy just did, right? Send random bits of trash so that they have a little bit of a Swiss cheese thing going, and then close it off with a big finisher. Sometimes. Other times, more is better, just go as fast as you can. And if you're one of the greats at this game, then this becomes even less irrelevant because no matter how the trash is sent, it's going to be sent back, so you may as well just double the amount. Piece efficiency is king. There we go. Yeah, but there's a lot to learn in this game, and unlike roguelikes, which, you know, are obviously very heavily strategic also, execution matters a lot to get it right. Hold this, do that, All right, looks like I've got the T-bone this time. And it looks like I don't know what he's doing, but it's not T-bone, I'll tell you that right now. He got T-boned. T-bone is available again, so I'm totally going for it. It's like riding a bicycle, I guess. I may not have played this game in a while, but it's coming back to me quick. I don't know what to do with this piece. It took too long. So that's another thing. If you can't execute on your build fast enough, it becomes a lot less good. Because there's a chance your opponent has had a little more time to build up to receive whatever you're doing. So it's not going to hit them nearly as hard. Or they finished up whatever their build was, so it's going to hit them on an empty stack, which means that they're going to be fully ready to counter it when it lands. Versus if you hit them just, you know, a few seconds sooner where they weren't ready for it. And in this sense, StarCraft is exactly what comes to mind because, well, seconds matter. If you arrive in the base with Zerglings 5 seconds later, not 5 seconds later, half a minute later, they already have Marines. So those Zerglings are going to die. But if you get there literally just a few seconds sooner, you can kill off so many workers and cause so much devastation. And then the Marine finally pops out, but the damage has already been done. And you get to position where you want to be for when the Marine comes out, so you can do so much more. Good. Okay, I think that this guy might be above his level. Like, I don't think that he actually is. I don't normally win this easily. All right, no opening here, so we'll go with, or sorry, no T-bone here, so we'll go with different opener. Still setting up the Okay, I don't know what he just did, but I don't like it. It's a good thing I was able to counter it so efficiently. Oh, I see what happened. He dug his way out from my stack and just sent it all back at me. So I guess this is going to be an even match that isn't decided on the openers. And that's another thing. Building a good opener matters and all, but once you learn to play fast enough, you can often beat a good opener just by going faster. Build order loss is not really a thing. It just dictates whether you're starting from ahead or behind, at least at my level of play. Which, again, I'm like 80-somethingth percentile at this game right now in Tetrio League. So I'm by no means a bad player. but I'm also by no means one of the gods. Which I guess is roughly where I'm at in Crawl. Maybe that's kind of where my ambition lies. I don't want to ever... I don't have what it takes to push through and become the best of the best of the best. I don't know. Getting philosophical. Let's just keep killing people. I'll set up another T-spin here. So there's a concept of upstacking and downstacking, which is exactly what it sounds like. Upstacking is when you're building your stack up so that you can launch attacks with it. Downstacking is where you're just trying to reduce the height of your stack. It's very important to be able to switch from doing one to the other. You need to, and you need to know intuitively and, non-intuitively, I guess, when one is necessary and when the other is necessary, when you're free to do one and when it's too dangerous. And being good at both skills matters. In Tetris 99, the entire game is about upstacking until it's not, right? Like when you begin to get targeted, and especially in the top 10, it's all about whatever it takes to keep your stack from going higher. You're going to win way more games with defense than offense at that point. But before that, it's important to aggressively... Oh, wow, that was bad misdrop. It's important to aggressively upstack and knock people out so you can get your badge count up so that you can defend more easily later. I wish I could stream Tetrio from my PC. That'd be sick. I can stream Tetrio. I do have a adapter card, but it gives me just a bit of lag when I play, which unfortunately is more than I can manage. DS? Oh, downstack. Thank you. Well, we are going for the finisher here, and I am not in good shape. Nope, that's game. There's no way that I'd live through this. I'm forced to take lesser and lesser clears, and he's already at the bottom of his stack. All it takes is one good hit, and I'm done. But if he doesn't give me that good hit, then I will not let him kill me by... Oh my god, what a bad misdrop. I was still rotating the piece. I am misdropping so much. But I also am not going to give up. You're going to have to kill me because I'm not going to give up. All right, there, you killed me. Good job. One for you. If I didn't misdrop. Also, hello, Hanexerty. Welcome to the stream. Oh... So I'm sure it's going to tell me later, but in theory, this is my first time trying to stream on YouTube. I don't know if it worked or not, and I'm going to have to check after the stream to see what the quality came out like, but yeah, let me know. Did I miss the green piece and just not know it? Maybe. Man, I am just out of practice, period, right now. I haven't played Tetrio properly in so long. It's fine. That's fine. There we go. There we go. That's something. That's something. That's something. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Stack is stable. See, so right now, mentally, I just went from downstacking to upstacking. I knew that I was stable enough to stop worrying about my height and my holes, and oh, and he's dead. So there you go. Yeah, I hate playing at high gravity. Confession. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Also, I'm gonna write in channel. But yeah, I definitely do not do a great job with high gravity relative to other people I've seen who can do it like easily. Let me rephrase. My skill set going at high gravity is not one of my top skills. Openers I'm pretty decent with, and I do have a pretty okay mid game. That being said, I can tread water at high gravity pretty well. I'm very curious about that last game because I didn't think that I had him down, dead to rights or anything. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. Oh, no. He should have sent an overhang and then attacked back. So yeah, so in this position, I was in bad shape. If he had been playing a little faster, he could have knocked me out here. Look at my stack. There's like holes galore because I failed to get off a T-bone. Don't even know what I did wrong. But he's rotating his pieces 5 times per. Man, he is sloppy. Okay. Well, that's why I won this so easily, I guess, because even when he has the advantage, he didn't. I'm going to pause here. Actually, I'm going to go back a little. So look at his stack. Red piece here hooks over, makes a T-spin availability, and he's got the T-piece coming up. That would have been my first instinct. Instead, if you watch what he does this and creates a hole in his stack. Now he's wasting the I-piece that could have been a Tetris over here to clear it. So that's the kind of thing that... Yeah, this was an attempted stick spin, but for some reason, the green piece in my third bag, or my last bag, I used it wrongly. Oh, like I'm curious where I went wrong with it. I'm not used to starting here with the eyepiece, I guess. There's the green piece. And instead of putting it here, I put it here, and then I forgot that I had done it. So I tried to go through another bag, waiting for the green piece that never comes. And then here I realized I'm not getting it in time, so I just transitioned to not dying. That's what happened. Well, that was good. That was good. Well, I have reclaimed my prior rank at least. Oh, you guys can't see this on stream, I guess. Yeah, so I'll just close out of that window. But you can see this jump up. Yeah. So I'm dead middle in S plus. I'm not about to be knocked down out of S plus. I'm not about to be promoted up out of it either. And that's that. It's getting 5-ish. I kind of want to switch tack and not do another competitive game and break my win streak. So I'm just going to do a couple 40Ls and be done with it, I guess. So with 40L, the goal changes entirely. The whole name of the game is speed. And anything you can do to make your speed faster, it doesn't matter if you do crappy line clears or good line clears, you just do. Now, that being said, good players know that the best way to win 40L is to do Tetrises repeatedly because they have no line clear delay. Now, in Tetrios specifically, there is no line clear delay period, so it doesn't matter. But you need to be doing things that I am not if you're going to maximize your time. For example, you need to be finessing perfectly. That means using the minimum number of key presses and rotations to get pieces where they need to be. And this helps for multiple reasons. Apart from the fact that it's, the minimal key presses and therefore by definition the fastest way, it also allows you to not look at the board nearly as much because you're doing the right number of... You look at the preview pieces and you know what buttons to push to make them go where they're supposed to go, so you don't need to check whether they got there or not. In theory, you can get to the point that you're focusing less on what your stack actually looks like and more on what you want to do with that stack based on what pieces are coming in. In practice, obviously, I am so far away from that level of ideal. I'm just working on other goals, such as responding well to my own misdrops, because they're bound to happen. And of course, grinding for a smaller number, because it's always nice to get progress in any form, including just seeing your numbers go up or down depending on if you're aiming for speed or accuracy. Good enough. If I hadn't upstacked so much, that could have had a sub 1 minute time there. That was actually pretty good, all things considered. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for now. This was a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming out and watching. I'm gonna check to see if these streams came out well. I've still actually got some more time I could be spending playing stuff, so maybe I will relaunch stream in a different game for a bit, or maybe just call it a night. I mean, it is super late. But yeah, if this works out well and if these streams look good, I could see myself subscribing to this service. This is pretty convenient for streaming. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.